does this not have instructions in here? Because that's going to make this significantly harder. And I also got the trekking poles because after looking at 5 billion tents, I did not care. Alright, looks like this does not come with instructions. Alright, we can do this. Maybe it's on the inside. Alright, here's the tent stakes. No. How do I know which way is up? I would say this is not up. I've only ever watched like 2 videos of setting up a tent, so if this is bad, that's why. Put together well, but it's together. It's gonna fall over. I mean, it's not really bad for a first try. Aside from like my structural problems, it seems pretty nice in here. Probably should have stretched this out a little more before I got in here. There's a little pocket. Don't fall down. No! I'm gonna see if I can make the bottom any tighter. See if that helps. That's a little bit. It's just, I'm gonna need to practice this apparently. And obviously this stake is way too close and not at a good angle, but I think overall it was a good first try. I didn't use any of these wires. Now I gotta shove it back in this bag, but you know, we're learning. Gonna go down there? A pretty sharp drop. I wouldn't do that. This tree is still downfield, huh? Alright, we made it. Now where are you going? You ready to go back? The purpose of walking down here was getting a feel for the trekking pole, because I've never used them before. Going downhill, it didn't feel, well, I only have one, so maybe that's part of it, but it didn't feel very stable. Going uphill feels way better. And then walking on flat land is obviously the normal, so where are you going? We just went that way. This, I think, is made of cork, so it's pretty comfortable. And then I don't really know what to do with the wrist strap. Like, is it supposed to like hold my wrist, or just like be like the Wiimote strap where it just makes sure it doesn't fall off? But this feels pretty light. And like I said in my other videos from Gossamer, I didn't do any research into trekking poles. I was just like, yep, these are good, and bought them because I was tired of looking at tents. I didn't know this when I was making the tent, but the trekking pole should be at 125 centimeters to keep the tent from collapsing. I don't remember what I had. I think it was lower than that. Decided to do a test run of my sleep system in my room because I didn't want to have to worry about a tent falling down on me or flooding or anything like that. I just wanted to see if I could sleep on this. And it was not horrible, but it was not great either. I think I had this inflated a little too much. And this also, it has little things on it to keep it from moving, but it made noise every time I moved, which was kind of annoying, but it did stay in place, so there's that. And then the other thing, this pad is 72 inches long, and then the sleeve thing fits 70 inches, But I think the reason it's so hard to even attempt to get it on is that there's so many bend points in this. But as you can see, this did not deflate overnight, so I guess I don't have the valve problem, or at least it isn't apparent yet. And I did really enjoy the space in the sleeping bag. I was able to move my legs however I wanted without worrying about ripping the fabric or just being too restricted. The hood, I didn't actually sleep with it on because I'm in my room and that would be way too hot, but it just felt very restrictive and I did not enjoy that. So I slept on this like a little pillowcase. And then I had this a little bit unzipped, but everything seemed to work fine. This is a kind of silky material, and also there's a little pouch in here. I discovered that last night. So you can put whatever you want in there. And then, I don't know where they are. This might be it. There's little hooks that you can put a sleeping bag liner in. And then to cinch up the hood, you just pull on this thing here. And then, like I said before, there is a little pillow area, but mine is too big to fit in there. And this mesh sack that came with it is so that it can air out in between uses, because it's not good to store it compressed, because it'll lose its warmth. And are y'all okay?